I'm Robert Kirkman, and you've got to watch out for zombies. I was always a huge fan of zombie films, the Romero films chief among them, but they always kind of end with the heroes all dying or some of them riding off into the sunset. And I always wanted to know where they went next and how they continued to survive. And so, that really led to the creation of The Walking Dead, which is a story about a group of people that you can get invested in and follow them for years and years as they continue to find food and survive in this post-apocalyptic world. The Walking Dead set is actually a really fun place to be. Greg Nicotero and the guys at K&B have kind of a pile of fake dead bodies that's always just kind of, sitting on set somewhere. But the way that they've amassed all of these dead bodies is they're using a lot of leftover molds from various movies that they've done. At any given time, you can walk through the set of Walking Dead and just see, a dead George Clooney or a dead Johnny Depp or, a Tom Cruise just sitting there, the body half mangled and the face covered in blood. So you're constantly walking around looking at dead famous actors, which is a little weird. There's a lot of big differences from working on the Walking Dead comic book and working on the TV show. When we kill a character in the comic book series, it's basically just telling artist Charlie Adlard, let's not do this arrangement of lines anymore. On the television show, on the other hand, you're basically saying, you've done a fine job, actor, but you are now fired. And that makes me extremely uncomfortable because it's constantly people who are doing fantastic work on the show, but the way the story unfolds and the way that the world is extremely dangerous, characters have to die. Writing for comic books is a very solitary existence. I'm usually in a basement, writing comics completely by myself and sending the scripts off to artists in other states and sometimes other countries. Working on a television show is a lot different. I'm in a writer's room with a bunch of other talented writers. It's a lot of fun sometimes when, people critique those stories and they say, oh, well, the comic book was like this, but, maybe we should do this instead because we don't really feel like that worked. And I really have a lot of fun with it. It's really fun to be able to just kind of dig in and tear my work apart and try and improve it and trying to, find new angles to tell those stories.